Okay. We lost. We had France. We had everything in our hand. And then we lost. At least I keep all my fiefs, which is good. So what happened is we were, if you like look at the war exhaustion, we reached war exhaustion first. Because they were raiding so many of our towns because they had our guys on defensive. So I guess the goal is just to go offensive, complete attack, and do the war exhaustion to the max. Because it's whoever gets war exhaustion first. It doesn't really matter how many fiefs you take. Because they raided so many of our towns. Damn. Well, the more you know, I guess. The more you know. Ay, ay, ay. Because it was going so well. We were, like, doing so well. I already have fire versions of Siege Engines. Oh, this is Norbrand, the Smith. So this is an unfortunate setback. But, you know what? It's okay. This is basically, you know, Napoleon did all his stuff. He was real good. He had everything, and then, you know what, we're gonna start another fucking rebellion. I don't even care. Oh, we can't start one yet. We have to wait. Unfortunate. But this is like when they took Napoleon and they basically were like, hey, you, we're gonna go put you on that island. And then, he came back and he tried to conquer again, and he failed. But we'll try to succeed. We'll try to succeed. Alright, so after our failed coup, I've basically isolated myself to this island, or I guess the kingdom isolated me to this island. And we're gonna wait until we get another opportunity. I don't want to help them because I don't want them to succeed. It just says can't start a faction so soon after a civil war. So we're basically just playing the waiting game, just trying to see when we can come back, just like Napoleon did. Like the first time they exiled him, they sent him to an island, and then he came back. See, look, they keep losing in the bottom corner there, but he kept coming back, and or he came back once, and then tried to take over again. So that's what we'll do. If we fail, that'll be the end of the series. But if we succeed, we'll just play it out. We'll continue, and we'll try and go until Napoleon dies of old age, or until we conquer the entire world, or until we try and invade the Russians and we fail. So we will see what happens. All right, so I didn't realize I could adjust the options for the diplomacy mod. The time between civil wars was set at like 200 in-game days, and a year in Bannerlord is only about 84 days because there's 21 days per season. So I would have had to wait like 4 years in between civil wars. But instead, we just went in, we changed it to 1 year, and now we're back, baby. Now we're back. So we'll see how much support we can gather. Hopefully we can get a good amount, and then we should be pretty good to go. But yeah, we'll be back once we have enough support to start another civil war. But we can actually finally leave our Oh yeah, we also had a bunch of kids. But now my wife is 41 years old. I'm like 40 years old. So we can't have kids anymore. But we had a couple. We had like 4. Alright, so here's where we're struggling. Because per hero imprisoned is 1% war exhaustion. Per raid is 3%. So that's why they crushed us, is because they just kept raiding us. And every raid was 3%. And we were only getting about 10% per siege, which takes a lot longer than a raid. So what we're going to do, we're going to play defense again, but this time, instead of letting everyone go, we're going to imprison all of them. And that should get us the victory for sure. Because I thought it would be about like how many troops you kill, but it's not. It's just about the nobles and actually like imprisoning them or destroying a town. It's about like the big events. It doesn't really matter how many people you kill. Okay, so here's another interesting thing. So the reason why I couldn't get anyone to join is due to this setting right here. Chance to join rebel faction. It was at like 10%, so every single day it would re-roll and it would be a 10% chance that the people would actually join me if they wanted to. But now that I've changed it to 100%, everybody wants to join. So all of these people would have joined me regardless. Which I think the only person left is Derthert. But they would have joined me regardless. Like, they want to join, say, like, they all have above a 100 clan score. They just couldn't because there was only a 10% chance of them joining. But anyway, it should be 100% because if they want to join you, why wouldn't they join you? So we'll keep that on. I don't know if that's really that balanced. But yeah, I think the only dude left in Valandia is Derthert. I should have just seeded, but we'll win the election anyway. I have 3.6 million gold. Let's check Valandia. Let's see who's left. Yeah, it's just 2 people. So we're just gonna go full attack. I'm not even gonna really worry too much about it. Full offense, and we should just absolutely crush them. Biggest thing here is we have to. I made him a little fatter. You can see his face and body have gotten a little chunky. That's what happened to Napoleon, kind of as he aged, started to get a little chunky. He dealt with a lot of health issues, so you know we're kind of simulating that here a little bit. And our sigil color, we need to switch these. Perfect. We're back, baby. France is back. France. No, but there's not another kingdom with the name France. So we need to come up with a new name. France. France. We'll call it France, but I guess you can't have two things with the same name. Damn, dude. Well, this will be a easy victory, hopefully, because we should just exhaust them, and then once we exhaust them, he'll have to abdicate the throne, and then I'll become the ruler. We need to do all our policies too. I'll be back. We gotta do some work here. All right, we did it. It's time to accept their plea for peace. France is no more. Derthert will abdicate the throne as leader of the rebellion. I gain 500 influence. Alright, let's see what happens. Because this means the king of... Yes! Oh, it's not even close. It's not even close. Yes. now. We can't do France or Framps. We'll go Franks. No. France. Perfect. And we can change our banner. Alright. Well, we did it. Let's change it to here. Look at that beautiful, beautiful logo. Look at that beautiful banner. That's it. We are the ruler of France. France, F-R-A-N-S-E. There you go. Well, thanks for watching. That'll probably be it for Napoleon, at least for a little bit. Because we actually, yeah, that'll be it for Napoleon. We'll retire him. You're at the base of Mount Aethirus, an ancient volcano that has long been a refuge for oracles, seers, and mystics. High up a steep valley, you can make out a number of caves carved into the soft volcanic rock. Coming closer, you see that some show signs of habitation. An old man in worn and tattered robes sits at the mouth of one of these caves, meditating in the cool mountain air. We will approach him. We will approach this man. We will drop our weapons, for we will not need them any longer. Wow, this is a hike and a half. Yeah, this was fun. This was fun. Definitely wish I'd been using the diplomacy mod from the beginning. Wish I understood it a little bit better. I want to do one of these with like Alexander the Great, or you know, some other great military leaders, or even just great leaders, and kind of see how it goes. Probably using more mods. Wow, there you go. We rule. We rule all of this. But yeah, let me know if there's any other leaders that you guys want to see, any other tactics you guys want to see, and we'll try them out and see how they go. Oh, he gets food like delivered up here. Looks rotten though. Who is this? The Hermit. Hello there. You must be one of those lordly types who ride their horses about this land, scrabbling for wealth and power. I wonder what you hope to gain from such things. Power can mean the power to do good, you know. Many people tell themselves that they only want power to do good, but still seek it for its own sake. The only way to know for sure that you do not lust after power is to give it up. There are a number of us up here in our caves. We dine well on locusts and wild honey. Some of us once knew wealth and power, but what we relish now is freedom. Freedom from the worry that what we hoard will be lost. Freedom from the fear that our actions offend heaven. The only true freedom. We welcome newcomers like your good self. I have acolytes who seek me out from time to time. I can have one of them take a message to your kinfolk. Perhaps you would like to name an heir? I choose not to name anyone. I shall think no more of worldly things. End game. Napoleon will retire. Your game will end. Would you like to continue? Yes. 20 years, 3 seasons, 5 days, 69 days, 69 hours. 4 children, 22,000 influence, 5 issues solved. Yeah, we didn't do much of that. 10 tournaments won. Yeah, we won a couple tournaments. Highest tournament leaderboard rank, 42. Prisoners recruited, 670. Troops recruited, 1,732. Enemy clans defected, 1. Total crime rating gained, 0. Because we are not a criminal. Let's see our battles, because this is our biggest thing. Well, our finances are absolutely insane. What is that? 54 million dinars? Good God. That's absolutely disgusting. Battles won, 357. Battles lost, 3. That's the Napoleon I know. Biggest battle won as the leader, 3,800. Biggest army formed, 3,000. Heroes killed in battle, 7. Troops killed or knocked out in person. So just me, I think, was 2,948. Troops killed or knocked out as a party, 1,511. I don't really know what that means, I'm going to be honest with you. Prisoners taken, not that many. Captured towns, castles, hideouts, raided villages. Only spent 7 days as a prisoner in that whole time. Weapons crafted, yeah, we didn't really do much smithing. Continue with the most kills, Garathon of the Hills. I think this means troops killed or knocked out in person. I think that just means... I don't know what that means. But there you go. That's it for Napoleon. Thanks for watching.